Happy New Year, everybody! It is I, Kal-El Prime, back on the Teletran 3 channel with the very first Talk Transformers of 2010. And we're kicking it off old school, more to the point, because this particular Talk Transformers is in relation to the decade that was, the noughties. Now, I know a lot of people have been debating and questioning, hey, what was the best thing of last year, and what was the best thing on this and that and the other, what more surprised you, and all of that stuff. However, the decade itself as a whole was probably the most important decade that Transformers has had, simply because of the growth of the brand, the mainstream appeal of the brand now, thanks to the Michael Bay movies. And so here is the question that I pose. What for you has been the biggest thing to have come out of the decade that was the noughties? Was it Michael Bay's Transformers? Was it the relationship that you can now have with non-Transformers fans talking about Transformers? Because I've experienced it in my personal day-to-day life, and I'm sure a lot of you have as well. Was it the advent of YouTube, which has allowed people like myself and the hundreds of other people on YouTube who do Transformers videos, and the thousands upon thousands of people who watch them and enjoy them, rate and comment? Is YouTube the biggest thing to happen to Transformers in that decade? Or could it have been one of the cartoon shows, or a comic book, or something like that? What out of the noughties was your biggest moment? Not necessarily the best, but perhaps the biggest. For me, I really had a hard time weighing this up. I honestly did. I mean, look at it this way, okay? We started the series. We started the decade off with Beast Machines Season 2. Beast Machines Season 2 is a damn good series. We went through R.I.D., which I like. We had the Unicron trilogy. We had all of that stuff. So we had all of those shows. Then I started doing YouTube, and that was incredible, and I got to meet all of these fantastic people, and I got to start working on auto assembly and as a committee member there, and I started the podcast, which has been going for almost 2 years now. Incredible amount of stuff. But for me, the biggest thing to have happened in the noughties is that I got back into Transformers. I mean, that's it. It's the thing that kicked everything off. And for me, that was the return of Transformers to comic book medium with Dreamwave. It was those first 3 issues, which I saw in a shop and thought, holy crap, there is a Transformers comic. Picked it up, read it, and went, why did I ever stop loving this franchise? Because it was the kick-off point, because it was the starting point, that was for me, or has to be, the most important and biggest thing of the noughties. That's not to say that I don't think that it was necessarily the best thing to have come out of it, but for me personally, it was definitely the most influential. So what's yours? What for you has been the thing that made the decade great? So I will leave you with that one. I look forward to all of your video responses and text comments. And so until next time, everybody, this is Kal-El Prime saying take care, and I will see you next time. Peace.